Guess I'm live now. Hey, what's up? This is George Shamon. In this presentation, I'm gonna go over how to DIY a website, and I'm gonna be talking about WordPress. And this can apply to new users, whether you know how to code a web page or not. Making a website using WordPress platform, it takes some time to learn, and you need some skills, but it's not too difficult if you spend the time on it and you learn how to install the WordPress, how to upload a theme, how to edit the theme, and how to learn the dashboard. So if you're on this live stream or on a future replay, I want to thank you so much for joining. Let me know where you're tuning in from, and if you can hear me well and you can see me, so we can have a good discussion, and I can answer your questions as long as they're related to the subject we're talking about, which is WordPress. So submit your questions and let me know what are your concerns about making a website using WordPress. And it's not too difficult, but you need to learn the dashboard, and you have to know what's a web hosting, what's a domain name, what's a dashboard for the WordPress, and you have to select a theme. You can start with a free theme, but they don't give you a lot of options. So so these are basics, but you still need to learn them, you need time to learn them. Guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in on this live stream. Ask me questions about making a WordPress website, DIY a WordPress website. If you have any questions, let me know. This is for somebody who's... Hi, Carlos. Thank you for joining. Guys, make sure, if you like this kind of content about making websites, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. So we're talking about making a WordPress website. What do you need, and what kind of knowledge and what kind of resources you need. So let me know in a comment box, if you have any questions or any concern about making a website using WordPress. So make sure you ask questions about this specific topic. No religion, no politics. We don't talk about this on this channel. We talk about technology, about software I use, and I teach others how to use it. And I help you by answering questions on live streams like these. So let me know if you have any questions, and if you can hear me well. Can you hear me? Because I don't have my ear set, and I'm just talking, right into the phone. And I have my tablet here. I can see your questions and your notes and your answers and your comments. So make sure you add any comments, and let me know if you have a website or you intend to build a website, and ask me question. We hear you. Thank you, Ms. M. We can hear you. Okay, perfect. Let me know if you have any questions about making a website, specifically a WordPress website. Tonight, we're going to be talking about WordPress. Daniel Kinsey, no one cares. Okay, why you here then? If you don't care, you should not be here. Anybody have a question? Ms. M, do websites need monthly fees to keep up? Yes, they need monthly fees, but some are affordable, some are expensive. It depends what you need. So I can give you an idea about making a website that's cheaper than other, you can afford it. So I can give you an example. You will need, it depends what platform you can use. So basically you need a domain name like www dot. This is a domain name, you need that. It's not expensive. It can vary from $20 per year to maybe thousands of dollars if you're trying to be specific about the name and somebody else have it. So look for a name that you know uh, it can tell about your name or your business, and nobody has it. Look for a cheap one. So just pay about $20 per year. Now, if you're using Squarespace is they have like built-in websites like themes, and they have a website builder. You don't even have to use a code, but it's kind of expensive on a pricey side, Squarespace. Uh, but you don't have to know how to code. If you know how to code, you can add more functionality. You have Shopify. If you want to sell a product, lot of product, Shopify is good, but that's expensive too. You'll be paying about $30, $40 at least a month. Squarespace, you'll be paying at least per month, I don't know, maybe $25 and up. You can check their websites. Okay. The way I think is a good method to make a website which is cheaper is using a self-hosted service like Hostinger, iPage. Those are web hosting companies that you can get an account, and the fee is very cheap, is very low. It's called, you can get shared account. It's very low, and you can pay like per month $3 $4. If you buy the yearly membership or for 2 years, you end up paying like per month $3, and you have the domain name. And then the one I have now is Hostinger. They have a website builder. The website builder, it's a drag and drop website builder. You don't have to use any codes, but if you know coding, you can add codes to the web page. They allow you, but you don't even have to. You can just drag and drop. It's like you're putting pieces of puzzles together, and then they have like elements that you can add on a web page. If you want to add paragraph, a text, you can pull a box. It has text on it. It says text, and the drop it on a web page. That's why it's called the drag and the drop. And then you start, adding text to it. Then you hit on update website, and then it updates. And if you have your domain name connected to the internet, you can see it on the internet. So this is one of the easiest ways and the cheapest self-hosted uh, website. You get the domain name, a cheap one, and then you use the website builder. Or if you don't like the website builder, you're not a designer or you're not a web developer, you don't know how to put the pieces together, you can also buy a template, a website template, HTML, CSS, JavaScript template, and or WordPress templates, those two, and you can upload them to your self-hosted web hosting. So this is a cheaper way, compared to other methods. And my recommendation, if it's your first website and you wanna do it yourself, you're trying, I think WordPress is a good idea. WordPress, because most web hosting companies now, you get the shared hosting. The shared hosting is very cheap, and then you install WordPress, and WordPress is very easy to install nowadays. Web hosting companies, they have one-click install. You just click once you log in into your dashboard, you click on a install WordPress, and the system installs it for you. You don't have to do anything, just one click install. And then you have to learn the dashboard. WordPress, I can tell you, you have to learn the dashboard. It's very detailed, but it doesn't take long to start. But you need some training and somebody, you need some help. You can take a class, you can take a course, you can get on YouTube. So basically, again, WordPress, shared web hosting, self-hosted, and the domain name. Those are the cheapest way, And the one I use is Hostinger Web Hosting. I'm not affiliated with them. I don't have any links or anything, but I should at one point. I use Hostinger. I recommend them. They're cheap. They're not expensive, and they have a website builder that you can use drag and drop to test your website, to figure it out. And if you don't like that, you can switch to the file manager. You remove WordPress and you switch to the file manager. That's raw, that's the top level. So you can and you can then upload a template. So you look like SSAL. I don't know what you mean. Anybody else? Questions, comments? Guys, let me know if you have any questions about making a website. I will help you now. I can answer your questions right away. And if you are on a future replay, also submit your questions and comments. I can catch up with you later on. I can look at the notes. I can answer you. And make sure you subscribe to the channel because I want to grow it. And in return, I'll be making more videos to help people. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Again, Ms. M, I want to start a small business but don't know what to sell. Okay, that's a very good question. You want to sell, first you want to do something you have some knowledge about and some skills, and you like it. If you're trying to sell, I can tell you one thing. If you're trying to sell something you don't know about much, you don't have any knowledge about, or you don't like it, you're just trying to sell to make money, it's not going to work out because people need to connect with somebody who they can trust and they believe in the product or the service of the person they're talking to. So, but you start with something you like to talk about, and once you decide what you want to offer, you can offer a product or a service. Then you'll decide what website, because the websites are different types. Some of them are to sell a product like physical, digital, like Shopify, Squarespace. Some of them are for services. It depends on a template, so there's so many variations. But first you have to decide, what do you like to talk about? What do you have knowledge about? And you can look in your past experience, in your background, in your education, in your jobs, but you cannot talk about your job, offline and here and there, because there's a lot of, classified and private information. But you can talk about other stuff. I am daytime, I am in the telecom business. I am a telecom engineer. But I don't talk about telecom on my YouTube channel. I talk about technology, software, and other stuff. So people, because I work in it, I don't want to talk about it because these are, confidential information. Okay, so any ideas on what's hot right now? Okay, let me ask you a question, Ms. M. If something, most product services, they can be sold, but it's the marketing and the advertisement and how you connect with people and your messaging what counts. I can give you, there are thousands of ideas every day. People sell a product and service every day, all over the places. So you can't say, this product sells, this one doesn't. Everything you can sell everything, but you have to have some experience, some knowledge about, So if you give me some idea about your knowledge, your business, your background, your education, I can give you some ideas, but I need something to work with, So give me some information. What do you work now? What kind of job do you do? What industry are you in? Do you have any kind of education? What do you like to talk about? What subjects are you knowledgeable about? You don't have to be an expert or talented. You can be a normal person, but you have something to talk about, and you can sell. So let me know. Yeah. So I don't know if that makes sense to you. Does this make sense? Because yeah, I mean, if I tell you you can sell cars now, you can go to a dealership, you can start, selling cars. You may not like selling cars and talking about cars, so it does not work. But does it mean cars are not being sold every day? Thousands, millions of cars are sold every day. But not everybody can be a salesman selling cars, So it depends on your background, knowledge, what. So yeah, give me some ideas. If you give me some ideas, what do you like to talk about? What do you have knowledge about? And what you don't have to like something, but if you have knowledge about certain topic, or about certain product, you can do that. So anyone else questions, comments? Anybody have a website already made, or you're interested in making a website? I'm here to help you and answer questions about resources you'll need, and based on my knowledge and experience, I can help you with, that will be my opinion only, but there are so many options, there are so many ways to make a website, and I think my recommendation, the easiest way, okay, my interests are nature slash biking. Yeah, you can make a website, or a YouTube channel, and you can talk about nature and biking, but you have to niche down, you have to narrow down your topic, because nature uh, nature is a very wide topic. So you wanna narrow down to a subtopic, so people can connect with you. Let's say you start talking about nature, people can listen to you, but they're not gonna be connecting with you unless you talk about specific topic. Then you narrow it down, and the people who are interested in that subtopic, they'll be talking to you. I can give you an example. Let's say you like nature, you talk about nature, and you're interested in talking about trees. Let's say tree, how to grow a tree. It doesn't have to be a specific kind of tree, or a tree about, some type. If you talk about trees, there are a lot of people are interested in growing a tree, and they'll connect with you. But if you talk about nature, random, different topics, it's gonna be difficult to attract people, because the way you attract people, it's all about, when it comes to business, selling and buying, and it's all about marketing, and how you position yourself, and how you craft your message, and how you talk to people. And there's a lot of psychology in selling and marketing. You don't have to be an expert, but there is a way. But this is how you start with your interest and narrow down the topics. Now, biking is a great topic. Biking is a great topic, because you already narrow it down to biking. And biking is a big topic, is a big subject, and a lot of people, ride bikes. So, but you want to talk about, again, the bikes, or the like motorcycle or regular bikes, or there are so many different types of bike too, So which bike you're knowledgeable about, what type of bikes, you can talk about that. That's a good topic. Biking is a great topic. I hope that makes sense. Who else? Anyone have a question? I'm sorry, guys. I'm laying down because I'm very tired today. I had a long day at work, so I figured I'll make this video while laying down on a couch instead of sitting or standing. So, anyone else have a question? Guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're interested in this kind of topics. Great info. Thank you. You're welcome. Sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, Ms. Me, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm not sure if you subscribed. I don't think you did, but make sure. If you're interested in this kind of topic, I talk about making websites, about programming languages, and about software and software as a service. The basics. I'm not an expert, I'm not a programmer, but I'm learning and I make videos to help people, about the basics. Like I talk about website platforms, domain name hosting, web hosting. I talk about simple programming languages like HTML, CSS, JavaScript. They're not programming language; they're coding language to make a website. I talk about those because I'm learning themselves myself. Do you have a website we can look at? Yes, I have a website. It's not that nice yet. I am in a process of changing it, but I can add it now. It's georgekcwebservices.com. Let me type it here in a box. So George George KC Web Services.com. All right, let's see. Yeah, so I have to it looks like it added apostrophe. George George KC Web Services.com. Yeah, let me see. Web serve. Services.com. Yeah, web service. Yeah. So the letters are so small, the fonts, it's hard to see. Let me see if it works. So this is the website. This is my website. It's using Hostinger web hosting, and I use the website builder, the drag and the drop. So George KC Web Services. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, the second one. Yeah, if you click on it, it will take you there. Uh, it's not that nice. I am in the process of redesigning it. It was like a test website to test that platform, and so I am in the process of updating it, making a better design. And I'm kind of using, I'm going to be switching to WordPress, and I'm going to get a theme. And this is why I'm talking about this, because it's a cheap way. It's the least expensive way. You get a shared web hosting and domain name, and then you'll use the drag and drop website builder in the beginning to train on a platform. And if you like to use WordPress, that will be great. And then you can buy a theme or a template and you can add it to the website. I'll be making a redesign on my website soon, and I'll share it again, But in the beginning, start easy, and cheap. Then you evolve with time, Just test the water. Anyone have a question? question, come. If you have a website you want to talk about it, we can talk about it too, you know. So, I mean, this is a two-way conversation. I want to share my knowledge and how I can help you, and you can share your knowledge too. You know, this is a two-way conversation. You might know, I'm sure you know a lot of skills that I don't know, and I can learn from you too. So it's you know, both ways. So anyone else? Anyone else have any questions? Ms. M, can you talk about marketing online versus in person? Okay, so I'm not a very good marketer, but I have basic ideas I can talk about. Both are good. Marketing online, I mean, most marketing nowadays is done online, obviously, social media, websites. Um, but in person is much better. If you know people, you talk to people one on one, you can do better conversion. Because if you're talking to somebody in person, there's more trust and there is more connection, and the people will tend to buy your service. I mean, not like from day one. They'll connect with you and they trust you more, and they can buy your service or product uh, easier, and they convert more than doing it online. I can give you an example. Let's say you have a YouTube channel and you have 100 viewers or audience or subscribers, 100. If you're selling a product, maybe one or two of those 100 will buy from you on YouTube or Facebook or another social media platform. But if you're talking to people in person, you can talk to 20 people, you might get like five buyers. So there's better conversion. Conversion, it means like when you do advertising and marketing to the audience, to certain number of audience, and then some of them will buy. So the percentage of people buying or joining or subscribing, it doesn't have to be monetary value. It can be somebody subscribing to your newsletter. It can be somebody to go into your Facebook group or YouTube channel subscribing. But you'll get more. You'll get more when you talk to people in person. Definitely, for sure. Yeah. I hope that made sense. But you have one thing I can tell you before you do the marketing, you have to know, to have some kind of knowledge about the subject. And if you know, you know about biking, but still you have to make some content about biking. Let's say have a YouTube channel or a website or a business card. You know, you have, because when you talk to people about certain subject, they want to know if you're serious about it, or you know, you have to show them that you're serious about it. You know, maybe you have a business card to show them, maybe you have a website, maybe you have a YouTube channel, you know. So, and it takes time. You may not be able to sell right away. You know, once you establish your skills and your marketing, the basics, you know, it's not that difficult. But you have to be making content, and a lot of content. It's not like you cannot jump on YouTube or any other social media platform, make one video and that's it, you can be getting buyers. You know, it's not that simple or easy. um, like myself now, I have about 300 YouTube videos on this channel. I didn't get, you know, nobody bought anything from me, even though sometimes I promote my course. I have a course about how to use Linux commands, and I have a lot of videos, but nobody bought from me. I have a Facebook group about 7,000. It's about Linux, and you know, the only copies I was able to sell, like one or two people bought my course, and it's a cheap course. So that tells you online you have to be more consistent. You have to make and people have to be interested and willing to spend money on a product you're selling. Sometimes people don't spend money or anything on anything, you know. So you have to be, you know, and you have to know who spend on what, you know what I mean. Like, let's say I can give you, if somebody like goes to the gym often and they're athletic, it's a bad idea if you want to go sell them dessert and junk food and stuff like that, because they're athletic and they care about what they eat and their weight. So it's not going to make sense, you know. So that's an example of wrong marketing or wrong advertising, you know. But and online you can find on the internet a lot of ideas about what to sell, what to do, you know. There's a lot of information, a lot of free information online, using the search engine or the internet, you know. But it takes time to learn, and you know, so there's I feel like being charismatic would help so much in selling. Yes, definitely. Yeah, yeah. Being charismatic, this comes from confidence, you know, because anything you do in life, you have to have some confidence. If you don't have confidence, people don't trust you. You know, it's that simple. You know, because sometimes people will know a topic, but they don't know how to be confident, or they don't have a good messaging or the way they convey the message. People don't trust them, you know. So even though they're good people and they have the knowledge and they have good service or product, so charisma, yeah, that makes a huge difference, you know. But charisma with knowledge and skills, you know, will help, you know. And the way you craft your message, you know, the way you compose your messaging, you know. Anyone else have a question about making a website using WordPress? Tonight we're being specific about using WordPress because I used it for a long time on and off. And today I decided to switch my website from the drag and drop builder to WordPress. And then I'm gonna upgrade the design to make it look better than the one I have now, you know. So, you know what's good about making a website? You can evolve, you can change it. It's not that you can have a website and it's a stuck for life. You know, you can change it. You know, you can upgrade it. You can make different design. You know, you can. And what I like about these tools and services, as you use them, you gain experience, you learn more, because you know you keep learning with technology and software. You know, the sky is the limit. So the more you use them, the more you change, unless you establish a website that's working fine and it's doing what is it supposed to do, like getting traffic, selling. Then you don't want to change it. If something is working, you don't want to change it. You know, for the sake of changing. Yeah, so, but making a website can be expensive. It depends what you're looking for and what the platform. I love your positivity. Yeah, thank you. Thanks. Yep. Yeah, you have to be optimistic, you know. You have to be optimistic, and it depends on what kind of people or personalities you listen to. I mean, you get on YouTube, on this channel or other platforms, and people will be telling you about difficult things, how to make six figures and fast and easy. And it's not easy, you know, but it can be done with time and effort, you know. Like they say, there's no shortcut to success. You know, if you want to succeed, you have to put the effort. But failing is not a problem. Failing one, two, three times, it's not a problem. It means you're testing and it's like they say, failing is one step towards success. Any book, any good business book recommendations? To be honest with you, I buy books sometimes. I don't buy books often with the internet now and everything is for free. But there are a lot of good books. Sometimes I hear people online, like on YouTube, they recommend books. But I can, from the top of my head, some of the books that I recommend, even though I never read them, but I read out, the summary about them and I hear about them. Let's say there's one. It says focus on one. I think for Keller William, maybe. Yeah, it's a small book, like white book, and it says focus on one, the only one, something like this. That will help you focus on certain topic, uh, not to be not to divert to different topics. This way you can be not to be confused with different topics. Yeah, I don't have any. I buy books sometimes, but I don't read them. I'm not into reading books. I'm not too patient, because since uh, you can check Barnes and Nobles or Amazon on books and reviews. Just type like good business books. You can tell from the reviews how many people bought them. You can tell. But I believe in implementing the stuff. The problem is not the idea and the books and the knowledge and it's the problem most of us have is putting the work and implementing what you know or part of what you know. Now, I'm sure you have a lot of knowledge. If you want to put effort now, like making, let's say, writing an article or making a video on YouTube, this will take effort, but this will yield a better result than reading a book without taking steps, because ideas are abundant, but most people don't take action. That's the thing. You have to take an action. So, anyone else have a question about making a website or a blog? Domain name. We can talk about domain name, about hosting, about the platform that you can use to make a website, and what kind of knowledge you should have to make a website, and whether you can DIY your website or not. But in this case, we're talking about DIYing your website, even though you don't know how to code a web page. You don't have to know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, but it's good to know the basics, but you don't have to know them. Yeah, nowadays making a website is not that difficult, but I wanna let you know that fear of failure or being ridiculous in my concern. Fear of failure and being ridiculous is my concern. Oh, okay. Fear of failure. Okay, those two issues are normal. Most of us, we're a human being. We are human beings, and we have those common traits like these. Everybody has fear of failure, and a lot of people are in the beginning. If you want to get on YouTube or make an article or be public, yeah, you can be afraid to be ridiculous. And I tell you one thing: there's always people who will like you for who you are, and it doesn't matter how good you are. A lot of people are not gonna like you, and you have to be okay with it, because once you become a public figure, not public figure, like you start appearing on channels, on social media, you can start talking about topics. People will criticize you. Some people have constructive criticism, and others don't have. They criticize you, and they don't like what you do. but you don't want to worry about those, and you don't want to focus about those. Every time I get on YouTube and I make a live video like this one, I get so many people saying bad comments, or trying to put me down or put somebody else down. But I learned to ignore them. First I used to be upset, which is normal, and then I used to delete the comment or and block the person. So now what I do, I let somebody like say, bad comment, whatever they want, and I just tell them, make sure you put good comments. I don't get upset. And if it's gonna get to me, I'll remove the comment, and I'll block the person, because he's gonna interrupt me and interrupt the stream, with others. And because what I do, I want to enjoy what I'm doing, and I want people to get benefits from what I'm saying. And I want to, it's a Q&A, session. It's a discussion. So if somebody is gonna interrupt me and say things that's not related to the topics, I'm gonna, kick them out. So yeah, don't worry about this. In the beginning, it's difficult. Yeah, fear of failure. Just don't, don't put in your mind that you have to succeed. The problem is when you have people tell you like you have to have an aim or goal in your mind. That's what some There's a caveat for this. If you have a goal in your mind and you set a goal and it doesn't happen, you kind of feel that you failed. So you have to have a plan and some goal in mind, but don't dwell on a goal and the achievement. But have them in your mind, that's what I'm doing. Like myself now, I get on YouTube. I have this website, and my intention is to make a business on a side with my full-time job, freelancing, making websites and helping people and making money out of it. This is my intention, but I don't dwell on it, and I'm not upset if it happened. I'm having fun with the YouTube channel, with what I do. It gets me busy. I learn more, and I know what I'm heading at, but I don't know when I'm gonna achieve stuff. But the more effort I put, the more people will respond to me, and at one point somebody will ask me to make a website for them. Then I'll charge him. So. And being ridiculous, don't worry about this, because I'm sure you have. The thing is, everybody have something good to say and some good skills, but they don't think that way. But other people think of you that you have a lot of good topics, a lot of good information, but because you already know it, you think it's not good or it's not important. But other people who don't know it, they think it's important. So think about the people who are waiting for you to give them information that you already know and skills. Anyone have any questions about what we're talking about the subject, making a website, DIY a website, do it yourself, whether using WordPress or other platforms, we can talk about them. But my focus is on WordPress, because I don't like to talk about things I'm not doing and I don't know much about. If I want to recommend a platform or software or topic, I mean, I may not use it, but I will tell you I didn't use it, but I hear about it. But now I'm gonna be focusing on WordPress. This is why I want to talk about it for few more videos. So, yep. Yeah. Anyone else? Ah, you're a great counselor. Thank you. Yeah, I'll try. I share my honest opinion. So this is how I feel and how I think, and I went through these, when I started on YouTube. I mean, you want to know how people start and how people evolve. If you look at my channel, I have about 300 videos, I think. If you go there, just look at my old videos, the ones when I started like 2 or 3 years ago, I think. It's a big difference between then and now. Now I can appear on a camera. I'm not afraid or sweating or shaking, and I'm not afraid to make a mistake, even though sometimes I make a mistake, like I might mispronounce, or I might forget a vocabulary, a word or something. But I'm not afraid if I make a mistake, because I know I am a human being, and we as a human, we make mistakes, and other people understand that they are in the same position, that everybody makes mistake. So yeah, if you look at my old videos, I was used to be very scared, a very low tone, and it took me a while to come up with a sentence, because I was afraid to make a mistake. But with the practice, and with time, and the more you practice, the more it helps to be close to decent, or normal, not afraid or anything. Practice. You have to practice. The more you practice, the more comfortable you become, and the more confident you become, because it's the experience and the practice. That's how you learn and you improve. That's how you evolve. Guys, I want to thank you so much for joining this live stream. I value your presence, attention, opinion, and questions. Let me know if you have any question that I can help you with. If I have the knowledge, if I don't, I can direct you to the right resources. So and also make sure you subscribe. I need your help. I want to grow the channel, and every single person helps, growing my channel. And the more I grow it, the more subscribers I have, the more motivated I become, and the more videos I make, and the more help I offer. So, oh, perfect. Thank you. Thanks for subscribing, Ms. M. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Guys, also, if you want to send me a message, you can get on my website and fill out the contact form, because some of us are not comfortable sharing a message among, in a chat with everybody. So you can always send me, there's a contact form on my channel, on my website. You can send me a message. I get it privately, to my email. Then I will reply to you. So. Anyone else have a question? So the more niche, the better for business when starting. Yes. Now, there's one thing. When you start, you may not know exactly how narrow you want to go down, and you don't want to go too narrow in the beginning, because in the beginning you're not going to have a lot of audience and a lot of people. So if you narrow down your focus, you're reducing the amount of audience, and you don't have a lot of audience, so it's going to be difficult to get to people. But if you know what you want to be talking about, and you have a lot of knowledge, let's say about biking, you have a lot of knowledge about biking, and you share about biking only, that will help too, even in the beginning. But I'm talking about myself. When I started my channel here, I was not sure exactly what people are interested in, even though I was talking about software and software as a service and different topics. And all the topics I was talking about, there are people interested in them, but they don't want to spend money because it's available for free. And there's a lot of competition on YouTube. Just like now, the websites, the Linux commands, those have a lot of competition, on YouTube. But this is what I know. I mean, I don't know anything else to talk about, and I don't like anything else except what I'm talking about now, those software as a service. I don't have any other topics I'm interested in or I have a lot of knowledge about, I mean, my job, obviously, I cannot talk about my telecom here, on my channel. Something different. But yeah, I mean, in the beginning, try things, I mean, try things in the beginning. Like sometimes you can make one or two videos on YouTube and you can tell people are interested in them. So you double down on the same topic or subject, but yeah, definitely you wanna be like within certain topics. Like example, you cannot be talking about, let's say, technology and software, and on the same channel you'll have something about psychology and the mind. Those are separate things. There's not a lot of common areas between them. If you want to talk about psychology, you talk about psychology. If you want to talk about technology, software, you talk about software. So, but to try things, there's no, everybody will tell you do this, do that, but you have to try. And because your personality plays a very important role in what you do, like in your presentation, in your topic, in the content. Your personality, it's nobody have it. Your personality is unique. So you might have a unique personality, the way you talk, the way you explain, and you're talking about biking. People will not have somebody else like you. You can be unique on the internet, and people will be attracted to you. So just to try things. Should I start multiple channels and see which one is working? No, no, no. Don't spread yourself too thin. You make two channels or more, you're not going to be able to focus on one, and it doesn't make sense. I mean, one channel, one video, it's a lot of work, in the beginning. So make one channel and see how it works. So from what I have seen on YouTube, people usually don't have two or three channels. Usually they have one channel. If it doesn't work, they might change it, but you have to try in the beginning. They might change it, but people who are famous or have good channels, I don't think they have other channels, because it takes a lot of work. Each channel, yeah, you can do that, but if you do them at the same time, my recommendation is to start with one topic, one subject, and one YouTube channel. If it doesn't work, then you can start another YouTube channel, different topics, different, so you can do that too. Yeah, it's the focus, and you're gonna be stretching yourself too thin if you do two separate channels, and two separate topics. It's kind of difficult. Start with one channel. I mean, one channel you can have. You don't even know from one or two videos. They say at least, I don't know, at least you have to have about 20 or 30 videos about certain topic. Then you'll know if this is a good topic and it's gonna work out for you. So yeah, you just, to make a 30 videos for one channel, it's gonna take time and effort. So if you wanna make two channels, it's gonna be difficult. So I would start with one video a week, and make it good. Put a lot of effort in it, and then you take it from there. If that video didn't work out, you make something similar or along the same line but different, little bit different. So you have to try things. The problem is on the internet there are a lot of competition. So that's why things are difficult, because whenever there's a lot of competition, things are difficult. Just like the search engine, social media, they're all A lot of people, everybody is there and they're competing, you know. Even a website, if you make a website, it's a great idea and I recommend it. But a website by itself, if you make a website and you leave it on the internet, you don't do anything, it's not gonna work. You don't get the traffic, you don't get sales, you don't get anything, you know. You have to put effort, you have to market it, and you have to do joint effort between website and social media, YouTube, such and such, you know. Like I can give you example. Now I'm talking on you know, I make videos on YouTube. I can share my URL, my domain name. This is why people will know from YouTube that I have a website they can visit it, you know. But if I don't have the channel here and I'm not talking about my website, people don't know from YouTube. Anyone else have a question? Yeah, guys, let me know what you're interested in. If you're interested in this kind of topic, like making websites and related resources, what are your questions? Let me know. Yeah, because I am I am converting my website to from a drag and drop website builder design to WordPress because it's gonna be better and nicer, you know. Because the drag and drop, I put things together, and I'm not a designer, you know. I'm not good when it comes to colors, fonts, and so that's why I'm gonna switch to WordPress, and I'm gonna buy a theme, you know, a premium theme that has a good design, and I want to edit it myself. Then I'll upload it. I'll edit. This is why I'm talking about WordPress now, and I'll be talking more about WordPress because it's a very good platform, and you can make a website fast. You don't need you know, a lot. You know, it's not. You don't have to know programming, and the platform will help you with the one-click install. You know, it's they make it ready for WordPress, but you have to learn the dashboard and how to use it and how to maneuver your way around. But that takes time. But you can learn it too. It's not that difficult. You know, I mean, I used so many uh, web hosting companies, and they have a lot of similar control panels. The web hosting, you know, they changed the name, but it's very similar. So if you use one, you'll get used to you'll use another one. You know. Anyone else? Any questions? Any topics? Any concern about making a website, getting on the internet, and making yourself known? Let me know. Submit your questions in the comment box and I will try to help you. You should make websites for small businesses. Yes, that's a very good idea. Yes, that's an excellent idea. You know what I'm thinking? Once I fix the website, I'll make a good design because when you talk to people, you want to propose, you know, making a website for them. They gonna be asking me just like you asked today. You said, "Do you have a website to look at?" So I want to make sure it's nice. They can look at it. They know what I can do, you know. And then I start promoting it. And you're right. Locally is good idea, but you know I want to focus on small businesses, very small business, like one person business, like because you have a lot of people sitting at home. They have like business from home, and they are one or two person only. Those guys, nobody is catering for them, you know. This is what I'm thinking. I want to target those people. You have somebody, let's say, who's selling courses online, you know, somebody like that, you know, because everybody say the small businesses in a town. That's a good idea because they know you, they're local. But the problem is, all of them have websites. I mean, you might look, you can redesign somebody's website because a lot of people have website which is not good. It doesn't look good. You can upgrade it. You can redesign it. Yes, that's a good idea too. So, but yeah, I want to target people who are not very famous and have business like at home. Those, not a lot of people, are promoting to them, the web design and web, you know. Yes, a lot of small businesses have really bad webs. Yes, I've looked at some of the local businesses, even restaurants, and they're very famous restaurants. And somebody made like websites. I mean, the platform Squarespace, Wix, uh, are good, and Shopify are great, but it depends on who's making the website and how much knowledge they have, because you can be a new person, you can make a website, but it's not going to look like somebody who's advanced. So I saw a website about for a restaurant here in the area, and it's made in Wix. Wix is a great platform. They got a lot of options, but also they have simple templates. And if somebody is not taking their time to make a good website, they don't have an eye for design. It can be very simple. I mean, it must be a cheap website. So pizza shops and restaurants, for example. Yes, yep, yeah, yeah. Some restaurants, you're right, 100%. Not all restaurants have good websites. Yes, yep. Pizza shops. Yes, yep. But from what I think, websites, I mean restaurants, don't rely much on their website. They rely on local business and word of mouth. So that's why they may not spend a lot of money on redesigning their website. Because they do good business locally. And but somebody, let's say somebody who has a small business like selling uh, coaching programs, training. It's one person. Those people, they're not everybody knows about them, and they're looking for websites. This is who I'm gonna cater to. I'm thinking one person business or two person, and home businesses, because the local shops, all of them have websites. Somebody already made offer and made them an offer, and they built websites. Anyone else, any questions, any topics you want to discuss, any concern, anything about the cost? Because the cost of a website or the resources that you want to use to make a website are very important, and a lot of people think about those and they don't have exact ideas. If you have any question, I can help you now about the cost, because that's very important. This is one of the deciding factors if you want to make your own website or not, how much it costs. Everybody think about the cost before they make anything. They buy or implement a project. Ms. M, if I make a channel and start making videos, can I ask for your feedback in the future? Yeah, definitely, yes. Yes, start with the channel and let me know. Like, you can send me a message. Like I said, use my contact form on a website, and you can send me a message, there if you want. Or you can add a message on my channels here, like on my YouTube channel, in the comments. I get a notification with the comments too. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you give me, I can give you your feedback. Yes, yep. but don't wait too long, because sometimes people will have an idea and they take their time, they procrastinate, they think too much about it, and they hesitate and they keep postponing. The best way is to start, even if you start and you're not doing great, but you start, you get some confidence, and that will propel you forward to keep the same what you're doing, or something different, But if you don't do it, it's not good. So just start. It may work, it may not immediately, but you start. It's a good idea to. That will give you more confidence. You know. Anyone else have a question? Questions, comments, topics. Guys, if you have not subscribed already to the channel, I need your help in growing the channel. So make sure you subscribe if you like this kind of content. If you don't, that's fine, I understand. Okay, guys, this is it's been going. We've been going over an hour now, and I think no new people tuning in, and there's no questions coming in. I'll hang out for a couple more minutes in case somebody have a question, and before we wrap up the session, the video, because we've been going for an hour, and I start to get tired now. Yeah, so if you have any questions, let me know. Again, guys, if you have any question, and you can drop it in a comment even after the video is over. Do you go live often? Yes, yes. Yeah, I've been going live at least twice a week, for the last couple months. So if you want to know my pattern of getting on YouTube Live, look at my channel and go to the Live tab. When you look at the Live tab, you can tell how often I'm getting on YouTube. You can tell for the last 2, 3 months. So I intend to do it more because I'm enjoying it, because it's much easier for me than editing the videos. I mean, sometimes I edit videos, the basics, but it's a lot of work. So I'm finding this easier for me. Even though it took me a lot of practice to get, not to be afraid and to do live. But I like it more. This is why I'm making more. I'm getting subscribers too. Whenever I go live, I get subscribers versus the other ones, and YouTube will promote me more. So this is an idea for you. If you wanna, Ms. M, if you want to start a YouTube channel, start live. If you start live, YouTube will promote you more than the other ones. They promote you for shorts a lot, and for live they promote you too. I mean, the regular videos, they do promote you, it depends. But for me, I noticed the shorts and the live are the best. I get more viewers, more audience, and I get subscribers here and there, not a lot, but 1 or 2 subscribers on a live. So yeah, yes, yeah, and use these things. I'm finding out these things, but you can use now. I just remembered something. I don't think you can use your mobile phone yet, until you have 50 subscribers. You may not. So once you start, you have to use your desktop, the laptop, desktop computer. Once you get 50 subscribers, then YouTube will allow you to start using your mobile. And This is the best when you start using your mobile. It's so easy. You'll be outside your home, or you'll be indoors anywhere you are. You can grab your phone and make a live. It can be 5 minutes, 10 or more. It depends on your time. This is what's nice about having 50 and over subscribe. But it doesn't take a lot to get 50 subscribers. Once you get it, this is what you want to do. The mobile, and do live on it. You'll get more viewers, more subscribers. Because I can tell from my channel, videos that I made, like long form, they didn't get a lot of views. Some of them got decent, but a lot of them don't got. But once I do a live, I'll get like sometimes 100, 150, which is a lot for my channel, because compared to the other ones, I don't have much. So but what's good about YouTube and the videos you make, it doesn't take long to find out if your channel if the videos are good or not. You give it like 1 or 2 days, you will know from the views if your YouTube people like your video or not. You know, and YouTube does a great job testing the audience and promoting your videos in the beginning slowly to small audience number or quantity of audience, and if they think it's good, they start promoting it to more people. So make sure your videos are good, and you don't have to worry about that. YouTube will promote it for you. And once people like your videos, you're gonna get viewers, subscribers, you'll make more. So basically, have some ideas in your mind, but you have to rely on others, on the audience. The audience will help you and will tell you what to do. And that's what you want to do, because you're not doing things only for yourself, you're doing it for others too. Okay, guys, I want to wrap it up now, and I want to thank you so much for being on this live stream. And even if you will be on a future replay, I want to thank you so much. Make sure you submit any questions, and I'll do my best to help you. And also, I want to urge you, I want to ask you to subscribe. I need to grow my channel, and I will appreciate every single subscribers. With that said, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Hopefully, in the next couple, maybe tomorrow or the day after, I'm gonna try. I'll try another video this week before Saturday. So, thank you so much. See you next time.